In part 1, you work through some of the old stuff that doesn't serve you anymore to create space to become more productive with your time. This kind of change can feel strange and sometimes uncomfortable. It can take some getting used to. You're creating a new normal for yourself, one in which you can have more freedom to focus on the things that matter to you. So now you've cleared some space, what new habits and dreams do you want to create? Sometimes it can be hard for us to know what we want. It may be easy to say what we don't want. The brain can't process a reverse thought, so you'll need to program it with what you do want. Let's look at turning a don't want into a want. For example, I don't want to work for someone who takes me for granted, and that can become I am respected and valued at work. Or I don't want to be fat becomes I am slim and healthy. Or I'm sick of arguing with my partner, and that becomes my relationships are harmonious and supportive. Or even I'm a useless parent, and that becomes I always do my best for my child, and my relationship with them is improving daily. So let's start. Human beings always move towards emotional comfort, however destructive they may appear from the outside. So when seeking to replace old, unhelpful habits, it's important that you work to actively replace them with new, positive ones. Otherwise, you'll revert to what feels comfortable and normal. For example, your old habits will simply return. In part 1, we identify 3 key life areas: work, home, and you. What positive habits, dreams, and changes would you like to see manifesting in these areas? Work, for example, would you like a promotion, to change jobs, to retrain, or to earn more money? How about home? Would you like to have a more harmonious home life? Maybe better relationships? And you, would you like to feel more at ease with yourself and your body, or to have a deeper friendship, or maybe to drop feelings of guilt and victimhood? So pick the area that feels easiest to address first and ask yourself, what is standing in the way of this change happening? What practical steps can you take to remove these barriers? What outside help can you get to remove them? So maybe an example is support from a friend or therapy, or even learning a new skill. And what crutch might you have to drop to achieve this change? For example, your victim status may gain you sympathy and support. And what will you lose? So could it be part of an old identity or some negative feeding friendships? But more importantly, what will you gain? And what date do you want to see this change by? And write it down. Now I want you to write down your dream scenario on how your life will look with this change in place. Create a positive affirmation around it. For example, I'm enjoying my lovely new home with my friends and family, or my work is valuable, rewarding and fun, or I love challenging myself to discover what it really is that makes me tick. And here's some tips for creating successful affirmations. Make sure you write them in the present tense, as though they were happening now. Write them in the first person, using words like I, my, me, and write them in positive language, focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. Use words that feel exciting to you, like brilliant, fabulous, thrilling, wondrous. And repeat your affirmations many times per day. Say them out loud and in your head. You only need to spend a few minutes per day doing this, yet the benefits and results can be beyond your imagination. Give it a try. After all, it's only your life. In the words of Muhammad Ali, it's the repetition of affirmations that leads to belief. And once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. So here's your homework. Create an affirmation for each of the 3 key life areas and start using them daily. Notice any sticking points, write them down. Do the affirmations become more natural to you as the days pass? What changes are you noticing in yourself? And what changes are others noticing in you?